that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You find me en route to a new friend of mine called Richard, who is the proud owner of one of my all-time favourite cars. Let's see what the day brings. So I'm sat in a Maserati Quattroporte 4.2 Ferrari V8. I have driven one of these before, but it was a 4.7 with an automated gearbox. This has the duo select system. If I said I was nervous, that would be an understatement. This, everyone, is a dream being realised. Today's a good day. And more than that, is this a supercar that anyone could buy? I'm not saying run, I'm saying just buy. Today we're going to find out. In preparation for today, I thought I'd get on brand for this car. I'm wearing my Mr. JWW Estoril glasses. Oh, this is tight. I'm also wearing my Hawker Hurricane Aviator watch. If you want a discount on brand new watches from Aviate, I'll put a link and the code that you can use in the description below. Feel free to have a browse. I'm also wearing what I'd like to class as a fetching sky blue linen shirt.
Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Teamed with my Clipsy Clop pointy blue suede shoes. A car with this level of magnitude and gravitas and the noise that it has, it felt appropriate to dress up for the occasion. It's been that loud, this car, that I have literally heard it from about 300 yards ahead with the windows up, with several other cars around me. It's so obnoxious, it's beautiful. First thing I'll say is a confession. This is the first time I've driven a automated manual on the road. I've driven one on track before. It was a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, which obviously, you know, if you're on a track, you're with an instructor, they're talking you through what to do, whereas this is real world. There's lots of other people on the road as well, and you've got to think on your feet immediately. There'll inevitably be a few jerks, a few cock-ups. But hey, it's all part of the fun. Warning for those of you who are watching, there's going to be a lot of unnecessary downshifts in this video. Unnecessary downshift. Is that a police van up ahead? I believe it is. Just back off a little bit. This car demands to be downshifted, accelerated, upshifted, and then downshifted again. This was classified as the M139 generation, or the 5th generation Quattroporte. And funnily enough, it was designed by a man called Ken. Now, having said that, there's nothing wrong with a man called Ken. He's the sort of guy that you'd probably get to fix your lawnmower or to be your butcher. Not the sort of name that you would associate with something that is, in my opinion, this beautiful. But hey, I'm happy to be proved wrong. Another thing to take into consideration as well with this Quattroporte, for those of you who followed the channel for the last couple of months, I have actually recently sold my MG ZT. Now that car was 4.75 meters long. This one is 5 meters and 5 centimeters long. It's as long as a Range Rover. It's not going to be easy, especially when you're trying to park this thing. I have a parking sensor failure, which is, as we all know, part and parcel of owning a Italian supercar, or a super saloon in this case. You're going to have foibles and things that go wrong. Can't do this too quickly because I'll go into someone else's house. Right, stop beeping at me. So this particular example is finished in a Grigio metallic. It's got a lovely tan leather interior. The later models of this Quattroporte did come with an automatic ZF unit, and whilst that's a great gearbox, for me, the level of theatre that this gearbox gives, and the entertainment, and the savagery, especially when you get the shifts just right, is well worth it, even if the clutches do cost £3,500 from the dealership. Inside the interior as well, you've got some lovely piano black dashboard, and a rather fetching old school telephone on a wire. What a thing of beauty. You can live out your stock investor and trader fantasy in this car. That is from when this was bought new up until about 2007, 2008, when we had the financial crash and the economy tanked. Probably a little bit like the value of these did when the crash happened, but we'll gloss over that. It's on the optional 20-inch alloys as well, which is fitted with Pirelli P0 tyres. I've been told to take it a little bit steady on corners, which I will be doing in fairness, just because it can get a little bit sketchy, shall we say. So the gearbox, let's get the flaws out the way. Acknowledged, it is not the best system in the world. However, when you're on the open road, and you will be on the open road in this, because that's where you want to be, if you back off a little bit between shifts and just let off the accelerator, it can be as engaging, if not possibly even more engaging, than a normal manual. It feels like as if it was designed in an industrial age, but for all the right reasons. God, it's good. Crikey, this exhaust. Some locals are appreciating it, some locals definitely not appreciating it. Oh, yes. Overpass. So what's this car like on the move? Well, in a straight line, it might be the fastest thing in the world, and you can't but not be happy whilst driving this car. Yes, it won't keep up with the smallest things in the world. Yes, it might drink like it's got stocks in Shell. However, sweet Lord, it's intoxicating. On the twisty stuff, it does feel a little bit wallowy, and whilst this does have skyhook suspension, you wouldn't want to go too quick in this. It's the sort of car you would probably drive, a bit like in my channels, aiming for 80% video. Sometimes it's actually better to back off from 100%, and for this, I reckon you're probably going to enjoy this the most at about 60%. Half throttle, as I said, going through Cheddar Gorge, where you can only go 30, if not 20 miles an hour, just stay in first gear, especially with an exhaust like this. What's the servicing like on these? Scary is the word that springs to mind. About 8 years ago, when I was in my first job out of university, what do you do? Of course, you look at Auto Trader and think of ways in which you can afford your dream car, which this very much is for me. You look at the servicing costs if you're going to be sensible about it. A service, i.e. just getting someone to look at this car, you're looking at around about 1,500 quid just for them to look at it. By comparison, the Type R, it's about 350 quid for someone to look at it before you get onto parts. For the brakes, having a quick look through eBay this morning, for a full set of discs and pads, you're looking at about 900 quid, and that's before the labour. For tyres, for the size of these wheels, you're looking at about £233 a corner. You do the math if you wanted all four doing. So yes, when you buy one of these, you need to be prepared to either hardly drive it, which you're not going to do, or you need to be prepared to probably remortgage your house to be able to afford to run one of these for the year. And a full tank in one of these, you're probably looking at around about 125 quid for a full tank. And if you drive it in a spirited way, that's going to last you 250 miles, if that. If you're really careful, you might be able to get up to 300 miles. But when you have this engine with this gearbox, even if you can only have it for half a day, like I am, first gear up to 60. And let's do that again. Let's try that again. How could you get bored of this? Floor it. The sound of God, people. And he's pissed. I want to send a massive shout out to Richard for allowing me to drive this car today. Without you, this video would not be possible. You would not be allowing this skinny man to fulfill a childhood dream of his. And without getting too philosophical, if you have something within you that is driven by passion and something that you love, for the love of God, do it. This channel at the minute recently just tipped the scales and went over 100 subscribers after 4 videos. I have no idea what the future will hold for the Carpe Diem channel. However, you can be damn well sure that I am grateful for the process and will enjoy every minute, even in the difficult times. My friends and family who've known me for many years and know how passionate I am about cars, to those of you who are here today and to those of you who have helped me to get to the place I am now in life as a whole, I say thank you. Today was a good day. Make sure you push yourself. Make sure that you seize the day, savor the moment, and ensure there's no half measures in life. I command that you do that. Thanks for watching. And without further ado, Bye.